This is a re-upload of this video because, as you can see, it starts off okay, but then there's this weird glitch when there's nothing but a green screen, but the audio's still there. At first, it took me a while to figure out what was causing this, and I was actually really worried for a second because I'm like, I hope the rest of the videos I uploaded aren't going to look like this, but it turns out there was a simple issue. I'll show you what happened, but first, let's see what this video looks like. Yeah, that is not very good. In fact, I'm gonna delete this video after I re-upload this because that is a huge embarrassment to my channel. There are small sections where the video clears out for a little while, but then it goes back to green again. Now, it turns out the reason why that video was acting that way was because it was corrupted when I uploaded it. I'm not sure how, but somehow between me converting the video and uploading it, it got corrupted, and as a result, it wasn't working correctly. Here's what the original file looks like that I used to upload the video. I'm not sure what causes this, but there was another video I converted a while ago that did get corrupted. That time, though, it didn't get uploaded because it was corrupted. This time, somehow, despite being corrupted, YouTube actually let me upload it. This actually looks worse than it does on YouTube. Those are some pretty colors, I must admit, but not the result I wanted. Anyway, here's the actual video, which I had to remake from. case you're wondering why the interlockings look like this, it was the only way the game would let me create animated switch points on this junction. For some reason the game doesn't seem to support long junctions with long switch points. You should hear what Amtrak trains really sound like going over switches this fast. It's a really terrifyingly loud rumbling sound. these signals really seem to love the medium approach and medium clear indications. Those seem to be their favorite ones to display. Now let's do a little bit of exploring. I changed all the signals with scripted signals that I found in the download station, and I changed all the switch points as well because they were just the ones that came with the game. I'm not sure why the staircase is missing over here. I'm pretty sure I fixed all the faulty staircases. I'll have to look into that later. In the future, I'll actually connect those power lines to the power grid. I'll probably program some freight trains to go through here too. Remember these old crossings? I used to use them before I discovered the BNSF 50 crossings on the download station. This oil refinery used to creep me out when I was a kid. I hated the sound that it made. Especially this thing. Whenever I find a clock, I will place an animated clock over it, just to add a little extra detail to the route. I always thought those stations sounded weird. Whenever there's a intersection very close to the railroad, I'll put an automated traffic light that stops the cars there, just to add a little bit of extra detail. This is something I never quite understood about the load command. There was plenty of space for the entire train to stop at the station, but it still chose to stop with the locomotive and first car out of the station. That might have something to do with the station's hitbox versus its actual size. I'm not sure how that works. Anyway, I'm trying to find a specific house. When you go inside it, you can actually hear a voice talking on the radio. I think it says something like, the forecast calls for occasional spring showers followed by partial clearing this afternoon. The high in the area is 57 degrees or something like that. I can't remember which house it was that did that though. I think the house was blue, but yeah, it might have been one of these. I can't remember which one it is. I wonder if they got rid of that feature in the future.